How's it going? Alrighty, today we are now fitting to the FGX, one of our other mods to the FGX, and it's going to be a really bad instructional video on how to do shit. We're going to be replacing the stock shifter. Now these come on all the TR6060 gearboxes. I don't know if they come out on the other ones, but it's a standard forward manual shifter. Look at that, that's a common fault, is that the leathery, whatever the hell that is, comes loose, and at the top here goes all discoloured. So we got in contact with our boys at Likewise. Well, we didn't get in contact, we just bloody ordered it because we haven't got that sort of thing. We got adapter. So all Likewise shifters, the thread of the shifter is exactly the same, but they give you the thread for your car. So for the FGX, it was a 1.5 by M10. I'll have to look that up. It's very early in the morning. I'll put in the description what thread sizes for the cars I can find, at least. Anyway, so this is what we got. The thick boy, and my god, it's thick. She's thick. So relatively the same size. To be honest with you, this is an honest review, obviously. I thought it would be bigger. Like, the pictures on the website showed it to be similar to this size, and for the price, it was 134 bucks. But once you get all the adapters and shit, it was about 141. But in saying that, it's a quality bit of gear. The other boys have Likewise shifters on their cars, and they have not broken at all, and they've used them for ages. So you pay for what you get. But yeah, I thought it'd be a little bit bigger, but it is heavy. They say it weighs 500 grams, and you can tell this thing's bloody a monster. You would not want to count this to the forward. But yeah, we'll pull this off, and then we'll show what it needs to do. Hopefully we don't break anything. Alrighty, so to get your center console out, lift up your bloody whatever this thing's called, and you just pull this up. And then you pull up. This is hard to do with one hand, but pull this up. Trying to hold shit and do videoing. Okay, see? So pull this bit up, pull it back slightly and pull up again, and then ta-da, we can get all this out. So what we need to do is undo these two little nuts at the front, and this should just slide off. Don't try and change this in the car, because on new cars the shifters are actually glued in, and if you go yanking off it, you'll break something down in there. So yeah, we'll take this off, get this all in the vise, and we'll try and get it out without breaking it, hopefully. So we've got these two 13mm down here. Oh goodness, this is great for me. Let's undo these two 13. Make sure you don't drop anything. Edit all that bit out anyway. Okay, so you undo your two 13mm, and then, like I said, it'll come out. Now this is also what you got to do when you want to drop your gearbox out. You have to undo all this. Unless you can get your shift knob off, you have to undo it here, so when you drop it down, you're not ripping out the whole inside of your car. So, yeah. Okay, now we've got to go take this to a vise, so we can get this in there. I'm not looking forward to this. So when you get it in your vise, make sure you're clamping on that bit, on the thicker bit. That's going to be your strongest point. Don't grip this bit or any of that shit. Make sure you grip that. We're going to get a filter strap on here. conventional way of taking this off with a filter strap isn't going to cut it, because my filter strap's covered in oil. Hopefully if you guys got a new one, it won't do that. What we're going to do, hit it with the Stilsons. Now this would definitely damage this, so unless you want to keep the gear stick, don't do this. Sorry I'm not being very energetic in this video. It's really early and I had a big night last night, you know, too much sauce. But yeah, that's why I'm not the most energetic person today, but I will still try my best. Okay, so we've got all this shit apart, finally. Now, how this is all munted, that's fine. I'm going to take it to work and chuck it on the lathe, get all those ripples out of it, and I'm actually going to knock down these edges to make it a different gear stick. Now it's got to get this out, so it feels like there's a collet. So we'll have a geezer, we'll pull that apart. Okay, so to get this bit off, there's a wee little zip tie that sits right in that groove here. Just get like a seal pick or a really small flat blade, like a baby tiny one. Pull it out, you'll snap it because it's so small, and then this will just plop on out. There we go. Look at that. And that's a nice knob. That's a really nice knob. One of the nicest knobs I've ever seen. So yeah, we'll machine this up, get those corners off it, and might even put it back on the car. I'll fix all this up too. Might do a reconditioning. Never know. Never know. But that's a nice weighted shifter too. So I'll do a weight comparison. Oh yeah, no, the Likewise one is way heavier. So, God, this is annoying trying to film by yourself. Okay, let's put this here on the stand. Okay, so there's the two shifters side by side. Don't worry about being it munted, but I actually don't mind the forward shifter. It's a nice feeling shifter. It's a really nice feeling shifter. I will fix this up. But yeah, the Likewise one, the thick boy is shitloads more heavy than this one is. So now let's go check our adapters to make sure we've actually got the right adapter, because that's going to be pretty funny if I've ordered the wrong adapter, eh? So to get the adapters, they come on the website when you bloody buy your gear stick. They ask you what adapter you want, so hopefully it fits. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Okay, so that's sort of like a locking nut, and then you got this one here. I'm probably going to put this on the wrong way. I look forward to the comments. Been enjoying the comments a lot lately. Well, actually, you're not putting it on the right way. So that's pretty much the gist. You got to put this one down, then you screw this one down on top of it, and then you wind them together so they lock into each other. And then that allows the thread of our thick boy, wherever I put it, it's down here, of our thick boy to just, oh, dang, that's heavy as. Allows that to just slide on there like that. Dang. This will really make the inside of the car look nice, make it pop. So we'll tighten that shit down, chuck it back in here, and then we can actually throw this on. Now another issue that we'll be having will be this here not sitting up in the right spot. Because what will happen is it'll be back in the car and this won't be sitting up where it needs to be. So what we might do is, I'm hopefully thinking that this lip here might pull through that. If not, what we can do is put some hosing or some shit underneath it to make it a bit wider so that it won't fall through. So we'll go from there, we'll see what we can do. Yeah, that idea did not work. That looks like a turd coming out of someone's rectum, so we're not going to put that in the car like that. We're going to have to go with plan B. That's not pretty. I don't like that look at all. Alright, so I just got sent this. Don't know if you can see that, but it's a shift boot retainer. I didn't actually know about these beforehand, so that's a bit of a cock up on my behalf. But yeah, that's a bit annoying. Maybe we should have got one of those. If I knew about these, I probably would have got one, but I didn't even think about it. So yeah, that's just the pictures I've sent about the other crap, because it's really weird that they've got the boot retainer built into the gear knob. Like that's very different. Normally they've got like a little collar here, so it's a bit of a weird one. But what we're going to do is improvise, adapt and overcome, mate. That's what we're going to do. We're not just going to sit here. We're going to make it happen, Captain. So I'm thinking what we'll do is, because this will be sliding all the way down here, what I have done in the past, which is dodgy as shit, is put a whole bunch of tape on this so it builds up the bloody the thickness of it. What you could also do is put a bit of hose on there, and then that's obviously takes up the gap, and then we can just zip tie back on the way it was from factory, zip tie this back to that. So we might do that, even though it's going to be dodgy as, we might do that. It's better than being all sloppy and saggy. Now I'm going to cut up my garden hose. I look forward to the comments on this. So I couldn't actually flog any hose off my house because my hoses are all special hoses. Didn't realise that till I went to cut them. But anyway. Cloth tape, my go-to. I did it on the Patrol, I've done it on other cars. We are going to get that shift boot retainer, but just so we can get this video fucking happening. I didn't swear, you didn't hear that. We're going to cloth tape this, just to build this up to the same thickness as this inner side bit, and then we'll put a small zip tie on it to hold it up, which is what factory's done. Then I'm going to get me one of those retainers, and I'll video it to prove that I've got a retainer for all you gentlemen that care so much. Dang. Alright, I'm not even mad that I forgot to order that thing, because this is just going to be a learning experience for me. Plus it's going to show you guys a different way to hold your boot up, which I know you guys probably would know already. But when you're dodgy and you haven't got much money to spend, or you simply just forgot something, there's a cheap, affordable way to do it. So we put our cloth tape on, which looks like absolute dog shit. But don't worry, you won't see that because this will be on top of it and the boot will be up to the top. Now, I really need a camera crew around here, right? That'd be nice. So, this is going to be a terrible thing because I'm not going to be able to do it. Put it up to the tip of here, pull it in, and then put your zip tie on it. So I'll cut back to when we've actually done that, because I won't be able to do it while it's in front of the camera. Okay, I don't know if you can freaking see that. Zip ties are on here to hold the boot on. Then we go the other side. Wait for it. Oop, look at that. Factory frickin' finish. Now that is what you call fabulous. So instead of buying a $25 retainer thingy, I've spent nothing on some cloth paper head lying around. And the best part is, no one will know about it. Except the whole internet. So we'll chuck this back on here, get her in there, get it sorted. I need to take a photo for the thumbnail because I keep forgetting to do that. So yeah, get that in. There's also, on the FGX, this is an FGX specific thing, your cigarette lighter, don't forget to plug that dongle back in and out, because otherwise you'll have nothing to plug yet. Cigarette lighter in, not that I smoke, but you know, whatever else you plug off that thingy. Okay, so putting everything back together again is the reverse step of pulling it all apart. Isn't that hard for you guys to do? I can't say there's anything here I'd say be careful about, because I haven't broken anything, and if something's going to break, I normally break it. Like when I pulled my front bar off, I broke some clips on that. That's in that turbo video where I did the piping install. Yeah, I broke some clips on the front bumper, so that's sort of not good. But anyway, I haven't broken anything on this yet, so that's a good sign. Just the hardest, honestly, bit is to get the shifter off, and it's not just on this car; it's on every new car. They glue them. They put, like, you can. I don't know if you can see in there. There's glue, not wood. So, yeah, I think a shifter is a good, simple way to sort of personalize your car a bit for yourself. Just remember, if you are chucking on a shifter, you don't want trouble from the popo. Either get one with a H pattern, or get one of those stickers with the H pattern, and then you put it on here. Of course, you can get in trouble for having a shifter with no H pattern. I don't know why. I think it's a bit stupid. But yeah, that's just a bit of with, you know, the knowledge. I'll be in the know. So yeah, we'll get all this tightened up, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's all together. There it is, all buttoned up and done. So that really, even though it's not the best way to do it, that cloth tape and zip ties have done the job to hold it in. Make sure if you're doing that, fold the boot back in on itself and zip tie the inside of the boot. Don't do it any other way, otherwise it'll look like shit. That really fits up real nice. I'm happy with that. It is a bit thinner than the original, but it's freaking so much nicer, eh? Like that, really. When you see my car in person, you'll be like, oh damn, that's a nice shifter. So yeah, that's another terrible instructional video on how to install something. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I thoroughly did, being this time of the morning and being a bit hungover, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, thanks for watching. Give the like button a bit of a tickle. Smash the subscribe button as well. Actually, do that one too. Give that a bit of a kick. Yeah, leave us a comment. Let us know, or let me know how much I didn't do things right, because I enjoyed that so much when people do that. And yeah, let us know in the comments what sort of content you want to see. Like what I say, the channel's so you guys can enjoy it. See you later.